Hello, lovely humans. Thanks so much for watching. As you may know, I'm Emily. I've been a doctor, a public health researcher, and at the moment I'm mostly a mum of two lovely little girls. Today I'm sharing something that is really important to me and to all of us. So first, it's time for the grim bit. I'm sure you will already be aware that a climate crisis is well underway. It's shocking to realise that on our current path, we are going to make the planet uninhabitable within a few generations, not just for other species, but for the humans too. What I hadn't really understood until recently is that the window for us to influence this is closing pretty quickly. The science is clear. Even mainstream bodies like the IPCC, who are inherently conservative and have consistently underestimated warming so far, are issuing dire warnings saying that we have just 11 years to make a positive impact on the climate crisis. I find it incredibly shocking that before my 6-year-old Ellie is old enough to vote, there's a significant chance that our planet will have already tipped into a hothouse scenario, and it will actually be too late to slam the brakes on emissions and get us out of trouble. This is for two main reasons. Firstly, there is a built-in time lag in how the greenhouse gases warm the Earth. And secondly, there are these positive feedback loops, such as the ice melting and methane being released. And these kick in as the temperature rises and create more warming. So basically, there is a tipping point after which we actually can't stop further warming, even if we stop using fossil fuels or develop some carbon capture technology. The seas will go on rising. We will have increasingly extreme weather. The mass extinctions that are already underway will accelerate, and more of the Earth will become literally uninhabitable. I guess I always thought in the back of my mind that we'd be okay in the UK. You know, it can be tempting to think the UK could do with a bit of warming. Maybe we can just, move to higher ground. But of course, this is a whole planet thing. We're all in this together and we can't escape. We're already seeing the effects, in fact. And in Europe last year, with the very warm summer, the wheat harvest was down by nearly 10%, which is, it's not very hard to see how from that we could get to even famine. To be honest, it's very hard to know how to react to the idea that we are currently on track to destroy our beautiful home within a few generations, with all the bad shit that's going to happen on the way. Denial, grief, despair, rage, terror. I'm sure we will all go through some of these. I know I have and I do. And all these reactions are totally understandable. What I'm going to suggest is that instead, or as well, or in response, we all stand together and start demanding urgent change. Not in the vague hope that business as usual and gradual improvements are going to get us there. We need to bring this issue to the front and the centre as the life or death emergency that it actually is. The normal channels don't work. 30 years of charities and NGOs, signing petitions, writing to MPs, even marching, it hasn't done enough, and there isn't much time. Carbon emissions are sky high and rising. The big corporations are still actively opposing decarbonisation and spending millions of pounds doing that. The UK government response is completely inadequate, and most MPs didn't even attend the first debate on the climate crisis in 2 years. It's just not good enough. What can we do instead? Well, something very exciting is happening at the moment, and I really want you to be part of it with me. In response to this situation, a fast-growing movement has sprung up. including the school strikes, the student strikes, and something you might have heard of, which is called Extinction Rebellion. Some of you may have seen them disrupting Parliament on the 1st of April. People in Extinction Rebellion believe that a huge display of non-violent civil disobedience can change the conversation on the climate crisis, and do that quickly, which is what we need. And I personally think they might just be right. So since January this year, I've been involved starting a local Extinction Rebellion group with lots of other people, and there are groups springing up all around the country and all around the world. On a personal level, I've found it really wonderful to hang out with people who get it about the climate, but aren't ready to throw the towel in just yet. This is not about being a green saint. None of us is able to live in an entirely carbon-free way. That is impossible. It's not about that. It's about accepting what's going on and standing up to be counted. We need urgent action on a big scale. So right now we have, you and I have an amazing opportunity to be involved in something that I think will be moving and uplifting and fun and also serious and inclusive and family friendly. And that is the 15th of April International Rebellion, which is going to be in London and other places worldwide. So my family and I are all going to be in London, from kids to grandparents. Alex is taking time off work, and we're taking a tent. So we'll go with the kids, and one of us will also stay there. It's going to go on for at least 2 weeks. Although it's by no means right for everyone for lots of different reasons, I personally am prepared to be arrested, and I would like to do that as publicly as I can. I truly believe that standing up now to demand urgent change is the best thing that I can do for my kids' future and for everybody's future. So I'll post some links underneath this video, and if you can think of any way that you can help me get this message out and force our leaders to take action, please let me know. And of course, I really hope you'll come down on the 15th or any time after that and join me. So I'm sure that some of you will feel it's way too much right now. Some of you will disagree with my analysis of the situation. Some of you will be worried. Some of you will have questions. I accept your reaction as it is. I'm not going to judge you for that, but please reach out if you want to talk. Thanks so much for watching, and much love. Thank you.